Hi there, welcome to Global John Chapter 2. I'm here with you at 11 o'clock on this Wednesday to give you the, what's this called? To give you the review of how I saw the Valley Season 3 Episode 2 called Snip Snip. Okay, I watched episode 1, but I didn't do a review because there wasn't nothing to tell. It's sometimes the first episode be kind of boring and shit, and you meet new people, but don't be that impressive. So I wasn't that impressed with it. So anyway, we got Danny and Nina. They finally moved to Serenita, California, wherever it is, the way out from where that girl wanted to live at. So she said she out there, and I think they got 5 bedroom, 3 bath, got a pool. It's a nice ass house. Then we at Tom's house, and he talking about how he ready to meet somebody. Then Luke and Christian there, home with the baby, and they talking about how Michelle and Tom was flirting at the party at the Sipping Sea, and that was crazy. But it was weird seeing them together. And then they start talking about that Janet going to be at Lala parties because Lala said that she was inviting everybody. And she said she hadn't seen Janet since she told her ass off. So Luke said that they kind of been neglecting themselves, him and Christian. So ever since they had a baby, they ain't been out. And I found out the first episode, he had Danny come over because Nina and Kristen are real good friends. So he was telling Danny that Kristen had got mad with him because he went out the other night. Because he tired of being in the house. He's like, yeah, I'm a father. But I'm a fucking man too. And she ain't had sex with him since they had that baby. So anyway, he trying to tell her I need us to have time to ourselves. So he was trying to saying I'll set some shit up. We can get a babysitter or have somebody come home. She said, I don't want to take my baby somewhere so I can be sitting around thinking about having sex. Why is you thinking about your baby while you trying to have sex? So anyway, he trying to tell her, listen, I got blue balls, girl. You better stop playing. She said she only want to think about sex. She just had a baby. She just pushed the baby out of her. She ain't thinking about nothing getting back up in there. So she said she know he got feelings and he got needs too, but y'all don't know. That shit was funny. She said, you want me to shit my baby off so I can go fuck? So we with Brittany and Zach. And I really, which kind of girl, my nerves. What's her name? Brittany always gritting, smiling, griddling, and big old titty bitties in her face. I was like, girl, how you let Jax talk and getting them big ass things? But sometime during the season, she getting her breasts reduced or some shit. And she done got a little bit fat too. I'm glad she feel good about herself, but she eating in that motherfucker. So anyways, Zach come over and she redid, what's her son's name? Her son, he got a simple name. Jack's son, what's his name? I thought Cruz, that's his name. She did, because the autistic, she did his room in sensory. I wish I would have known about sensory. My son 25. I would have did that. I like how she got the grass and I would have did all that shit. I didn't think of that. He just had a regular, he had a boy's room, but it wasn't a sensory room. So she said that the baby really liked the room. And she said that she think that Cruz is doing better since Jax is gone. I can believe that because it ain't got to be a kid with autism or having autistic ability. I think any kid that's not in a safe environment, it fucking stunts the growth. It does something to them. So seeing that Jax is gone and her attitude is a lot lighter. She seems to really, really like herself. And she really likes this dude that she dating who she knew from high school. They grew up together. I think he's from Kentucky. But Zach was trying to tell her, girl, y'all is moving too fast. And she said, we ain't moving fast. It's just saying we're moving fast because, we hid. But I didn't know him this long. So I've been with him through. He said, this motherfucker got 3 babies and 2 baby mamas. Girl, you need to stop talking to him. And he see you on TV. I don't know, Brittany. I think you stupid sometimes. So anyway, she feel good about herself because she be able to take care of her kids. So Brittany asked Zach if he wanted to have kids, and he said some of them is cute. He never really thought about it, but he said it's very expensive because his man Benji wanted kids, and he said he started calling around trying to ask about that shit, and it's like in $200,000. So he said, I don't really want no kids. Some of them is cute. Some babies, all babies is cute, child. So Zach said that he happy that she happy, but she think he moving too fast. So she grinning. That's why Brittany get on my nerves, because she grinning in his face. You think I'm moving? And that shit really bothered her when he said that. So now she don't tell it to him. She tell it to everybody else how he said that comment made her feel the type of way. You should have told your friend. The fuck is you telling them for? So they can go back and tell them for you. So, to Zach, he a manipulator. And she said he gonna do the same thing to her that Jack did. Manipulator, captivator, and asked to be his woman. And she said, he already asked me, and I said no. So Brittany's response to how he feeling is, won't he just back off and just let me live? Because you stupid when it come to love. You good when it come to them finances and them damn kids and the sensory room, but you don't got no sensory when it come to fucking picking you somebody to deal with. So it's time for Lala to have her party for her second daughter, whose name is So-So. Ocean and So-So. Okay. So the party is beautiful how she got it set up. And this bitch really did it. I mean, she got the baby on the cupcakes or the cookies or whatever. She got her a lifeguard. That's a brother that she trying to hit on. She told him, hey, I'm going to give you my number. And shit, I'll come back to see you at nap time. Lala funny. So Janice come to the party and she real nervous. Because, just about all of them got kids now. So Michelle showed with Isabella. And I was like, why the fuck is them? I'm sorry. I love everybody. But I just know this shit about certain cultures. Why the fuck is white people always carrying their kids? Them motherfuckers is driving cars. Y'all coming into people's houses carrying them. Why? Girl, I would not pick that motherfucker up. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't pick him up. I'm just saying, I would go to church. I mean, it probably sound immature to you, but I would go to church twice. I would go 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I would come back and go at 10 o'clock at night. At 10 o'clock, I take my grandkids. Because I wasn't carrying you. I mean, when black people go to church, usually my church, you dress up. But none of my clothes had baby accessories. So I'm going to go wearing my shit with my hat without nobody pulling on my brooch or snatching my hat or drooling on my goddamn Sunday white usher dress. And then after I go and meet my friends and talk shit, I come back and pick them up, and then we go. I don't want to carry no kids. And I said, I was walking in the party carrying them 8 and 9-year-old fucking kids. Put their asses down. They be talking shit when they ain't carrying them. Like talking shit like, I want an eggs Benedict for breakfast and the croissant. Shit like that. I'm not carrying you. So anyway, you see Michelle and Tom, they going on a date together. They talk flirty. And Tom said that he thinks she a MILF and he thinks she a baddie. So Tom asked Michelle and Danny, Nana and Danny, where they met. And he said, we met at church. He said, I wanted me a woman that was just like me, a woman who had a heart like mine, who loved the Lord and wanted to do things. He said, but I also want her to be cute and hot and bad under the sheets. And she all laughed. So I started laughing. So Brittany talking to them at the party. We had Lala baby birthday party, and she telling them the shit that Zach said and how she ain't appreciated. And I'm saying you should have told him that shit when he was sitting there talking to you. So what's his name? Tom told Nina and them that he missed, No, that's not Tom. Tom And where I'm at, I missed that. Come to the room, tell him around Janet will apologize. Okay. Hold on, y'all. What the hell I done? I hate when I do this. Oh, okay. Here we go. We still at the party. So Janet and Jasmine talk because Lala asked Janet would she talk to Nina. So Nina was like, yeah. So when she came, so Lala came and got Janet and said, hey, Nina want to talk to you. Then when Janet went to talk to Nina, Nina was like, she said, hello. Congratulations on your baby. Okay, thanks. Is there anything you would like to say to me or anything you want to talk about? She was like, no. Because the shower situation was awkward for Janet because nobody really filmed her ass at the party. She ain't really got no friends there. But Nina said, I'm cool with it. I don't like her. That's what she said in the confessional. I don't like her. Sounds just like Giselle. I don't like her. So she said she don't talk to that just too much. She didn't do too much. But we find out later on during this little party thing, during the confessional, that or something Danny said to Nina that if she apologized for all that shit, she said she might get a chance. So she apologized, but Janet wasn't having it. So Janet also talked with Jasmine. And she was like, those things I said all summer was real bad. And they show when Jasmine was telling her, you act like a Karen. You get on somebody's nerves, blah, 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 blah. So Janet apologized for the things that she said about Jasmine. And so Jasmine just looked at her and was like, okay. Janet then said, well, if you would want to apologize for the things that you said to me, it would be okay. And I believe Jasmine still just looked at it and they said shit. So when she found out that Jasmine wasn't following her lead and trying to make the shit better, because she was like, it wouldn't never surprise me that I wouldn't be invited to your wedding. She said, it wouldn't surprise it surprised me too. Like she was trying to see if she was gonna get invited to the wedding. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but Jasmine, she ain't ready. She ain't ready yet. So when Janet got up and left, Jasmine said, yeah, therapy helping her. She said she's still the same. And she was. Because she was like, now it's your turn. That type of shit. I apologize to you. Now it's your turn. Bitch, get out of here. So anyway, Zach and Jesse are on a plane. I don't know where the fuck they're going. And they started talking about the sip and see. And he said he was nervous when he turned around and saw Lacey talking to Michelle. And he said that that's what he always wanted, but Michelle never wanted to participate. So Lacey said that Michelle was nice. And he said Lacey's really trying. So Zach told him that Michelle and Tom was flirting. And told him that, yeah, I heard about this shit at the party too. And trust and believe it didn't bother me. I went and told him, I think you should date her. Then they started laughing on that good and damn well if Tom Bruce started dating Michelle, he would have a problem with it. I think he would. I just think he's just bullshitting. So so now Luke at the party and he excited because he tells Tom that he don't know what to do with this stuff because he had sex with Kristen right before they got to the So-So's birthday party. And he loving it. He was like, yeah, that's what I would need. And I need to let off a load. And she was accommodating. So Kristen do look like she one of them mothers that put her baby first before her. She looked drained and tired before her house. She just looked like she'd get up, put on some sweats and a t-shirt and put her hand in the bun, but love on her little baby all day. So, when Janet stopped talking to Nina, she go back in there and say, I thought she wanted to say something to me, but she obviously didn't have nothing to say. So Nina is talking about, Janet took her friend in the room and was like, that was weird. I thought Lala said that Nina wanted to talk to me, but she didn't. So Nina, not knowing, she going to feed her baby now. She go into that room, and Janet's in there talking about her to the guy, but I don't think she heard the conversation because this was awkward. So she told her husband come in, they go in another bedroom, And she started saying how Janet called her out to come to talk to her, and she just said congratulations, and she left. So he was like, it's gonna take more than that, and I was like, yeah, you're right. So when it's funny when Tom is talking to Luke, when they talking together, he telling Luke that Luke telling Tom he just had sex. And he said and Luke is telling him it's been a problem with that. And he said, yeah. And it's so funny listening to Tom because he's matured in some aspects. He's like, yeah, man, that postpartum depression, that shit'll get you, you know. So, Nia and her husband get to talking because Zach and Danny went to get his did they get their tubes tied? What they call? To get a vasectomy. Yeah, to get a vasectomy. And so he with him for, I guess, moral support, and they tell him how the surgery gonna go. It's like the pre-surgery before they do it, if he decides to do it. So then Lacey and Zach are together, and to me, she treat him like a fucking, I don't know, I don't like how she treat him. I don't like how she talked to him. They was having lunch or something together, and she was like, yes, when I got divorced, I got a 5-bedroom, 5-bath home, and I was supposed to get something. I had a nice prenup, and all I wear is Zora jeans. I guess they must be nice. I heard of Zora, but I ain't never heard nothing particular about the jeans. And then she said that Janet Googled her house. I don't know, I think her house is worth $5 or $6 million. And he said it's his dream home, and he want to live in her neighborhood. He want her to move. Would she move? She said no. And she want to move because her kids' school is a good school. She had the best schools. And I was like, her face, she not attractive to me at all. He said she's beautiful, but I don't think so. So she said he real clingy, and that he don't care where he lives as long as he with her. And she said she want to have kids. But she don't, the way she want to have her kids, she freezing her eggs in case whenever she run them, she can have them. So she said she mean to him, but she'll probably be meaner. I don't know, it's a boring ass scene between them two. They trying to make us think their chemistry is so great. But it look like he just kissed her. It look like he kissed her ass more than she kissed his. There you go. So Tom and Michelle, they hook up. They not hook up sexually. They hook up and they go to a bath sounding spa, and they're supposed to really love it. They're supposed to be good for your energy. And the lady asked them what's going on in their lives, and Michelle said she lost her husband. She lost her husband, hell, and her mama. She kind of feel lost. And then Tom said he had to back into some shit for the last couple of years. So anyway, the treatment, they said it helped me. She said it felt good. She could feel the energy and the positivity. She said it felt spiritual and freeing. Spiritual and religion. She said when she was coming out, Michelle, damn, she went to church 5 times a week. And she said it was hard for her to watch her mother die. And she said she's not okay because she still cries. She was crying when she was talking to us about it. So they started talking about where would they go if they wanted to go on a trip. And I think Michelle said San Diego was great, and plus it's family oriented. It's a lot of stuff to do. It's pretty, it's clean, it's this, it's that. So he said, how's your mojo? She said, I mean, it's okay. She said, out here, he said, he good. You give me 15 minutes and a bowl of Cheerios, I'll not just call for. So they kind of just started laughing. And she said, well, what I've heard is that the older a woman get in her 40s, which is true, your sex drive is fucking like you in your 20s. I can attest to that because I'm past 40. I'm 60. And she said the men slow down. They kind of do. That's why I don't like old men my age. So listen, you could have been anywhere, but you was here with me, listening to me do this damn review. You hear me for 20 minutes, and I love you for it. And I'll be back with another recap really soon. Promise. Bye now.